You certainly can measure time, but what's the title, Suleiman?
3.5 elapsed time.
Thank you. Thank you. So 3.5 elapsed time. Can you all measure time now?
Yes.
I know that this is just an audio that you're listening to right now when you're watching the video, but raise your hand if you're like, I can actually measure time differently or in more ways than I thought before we started this lesson. Because remember how the lesson started? It was easy, 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 and then boom, you got hit with a couple of things? Hands down. So elapsed time, time that has gone by, units of time. You all know that there's lots of different ways to measure time. This is literally like a small percentage of ways to measure time. Joe, I'm up here and need your eyes up here. Units of time conversions, you guys were very good at this. You said 1 minute could be 60 seconds, 1 minute could be 1/60th of an hour. You guys said 1 day is 1/7 of a week, it's 1,440 minutes. You converted them pretty naturally. We went down to number 3 and we added and subtracted time. In the 7 and 8, you guys are like, Mr. Ponder, this is super easy. We added 4 hours and 45 minutes plus 3 hours and 15 minutes. We got 7 hours and 60 minutes. None of you told me the answer was 7 hours and 60 minutes though. You all told me the answer was
8 hours.
Because 60 minutes is what?
1 hour.
1 hour. So you automatically, without even thinking about it, you just added another hour to the 7 hours and kept your minutes at 0, or put your minutes down to 0. 8, very similar problem. You converted 75 minutes to an hour and left the 15 minutes left over. 9, we started subtracting. All was good, but then number 10 came. Number 10 came, and how many of you got this right?
No one.
Not one person got this answer right. Not one person could tell me how to subtract 9 hours and 20 minutes from 12 hours and 10 minutes. So what we did is we said, you guys, don't look at the minutes as individual parts, like how we normally subtract. You know how you normally subtract 36 minus 19? We look at this first, yes, no?
Yeah.
So we said when you're subtracting time, look at the minutes as a
Whole.
whole. Can you subtract 20 minutes from 10 minutes?
No.
No, you can't subtract 20 minutes from 10 minutes. So you borrowed an entire hour. So you took your 12 hours and you put it down to 11. And then you brought that 1 hour over. And instead of calling it 1 hour, you call it how many minutes?
70 minutes.
No, you called it 60, right?
Yeah.
But then how many minutes did we already have here?
10.
So in all together, we have a total of 70 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Then you subtracted your 20 from 70 to get 50. And you still had 9 hours to take away from 11. Yes, no?
Yeah.
So the key here is think of your minutes as a
Whole.
whole. Then the last thing we did was fractional time units. All of you, again, were like, Mr. Pottinger, this is super simple. 1/2 of an hour is 30 minutes. But then we talked about why that is, mathematically speaking. What does the word, when we say 1/2 of an hour, what does the word of mean?
Multiply.
So really what this is saying is 1/2, an hour you converted to 60 minutes. And when you have two numbers being separated by nothing but parentheses, it's an automatic multiplication problem, right?
Yeah.
So this is 1/2 times 60, which is 30 minutes. The math down here is even better when you look at 1/8 of an hour. We did 1/8 times 60 over 1, got 60 over 8, got 7 4/8, and we realized we were talking about 7.5 minutes. Yes, no?
Yeah.
Notice how we were working with improper fractions and we converted to mixed numbers. This is something we've been working on. Yes, no?
Yes.
What does deca mean?
10.
Can you use prefixes? Can you use root words to help you with math?
Yes.
Excellent. What does of mean again?
Multiply.